Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back, we are set for game number 2. We're just about ready to go for our second game as well. We're going to get first pitch here in just a matter of moments, as the Aids, their batting order will be much of the same. It'll be Nolan Peterson to lead things off. He's the catcher. Carter Scheffelbein will bat second, playing left field. Sun and Shine, the center fielder, batting third. Grayson Hunsley, the third baseman, will bat fourth. Charlie Simpson, the DH, will bat fifth. Miles Doyle, the second baseman, batting sixth. Dawson Guest, the shortstop, will bat seventh. J.J. Buckles batting eighth and playing first, and Braden Houlette, the right fielder, batting ninth. Cooper Twilliger is the starter for Game 2 on the mound, and they will go against Rylan Carroll, who will deliver the first pitch of Game 2, and it'll be outside for ball 1. As we're underway at 7:34 here, Game 2 of our doubleheader. Eights are down their final 3 regular season games, as that'll be on the outside corner for a strike that counts 1-1 here to Nolan Peterson. So the final 3 games of the regular season, they got the first win of those last 4 games. See if they can go get their second win. Get another doubleheader sweep. That'll be high and outside. The count's now 2-1. They've swept Spearfish and Box Elder in their games so far this season in doubleheaders. That'll be on the outside corner for a strike. The count's now 2-2. And so far, Veld, the catcher, has been struggling to catch the ball in the mid to fully catch the ball from the velocity of Carroll. There's a ground ball on the 2-2 pitch to the second baseman to be fielded and throw to first. Aiden Zur will retire Nolan Peterson, and that's how we kick off Game 2 of our doubleheader. Carter Scheffelbein now will come to the plate. As it is, Scheffelbein, and then Sun and Shine, the center fielder, is out in left is a Brighton Stroh. And then in center is Nolan Pudwill. Over in right is Chase Leary. Third baseman is Grady Gindorf, as there's a swing and a miss by Scheffelbein for strike 1. Braden Caduce is playing short. Aiden Zur at second. Jack Zams at first. Mason Veld behind the plate, and Rylan Carroll will deliver the 0-1 pitch here to Carter Scheffelbein. That'll be blown away for a ball, and the count is even at 1-1. Renner is our final targets of the season. They will take on the Renner Sultans and Yankton post 12 on Sunday, as that'll be missing low and away, and the count's 2-1. That'll be the final games of the year. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's at the letters for a strike, and the count's now 2-2. Scheffelbein had 2 hits, 2 RBIs in game number 1. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Knutson, this time at Shortville Field. His throw to first will be in time to retire Scheffelbein. And it's 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the first, and it brings up Sun and Shine. Sun could be a factor at some point camera-wise. At some point, that sun will start to make its way down. We might be far enough in the trees that maybe it keeps it shaded enough as it sets here this evening. As the first pitch here to Sun and Shine will come over for strike 1. Obviously, that is for you at home watching, and even for me to detail the game to you if you're just listening, as the 0-1 pitch is outside. The count's now 1-1. But for fielder-wise, really nothing's going to hurt for any of these guys on the field. Not even the left fielder trying to maybe see. Maybe there's a throw from first to third that could be difficult to try and see. Well, that would probably be about the only thing that would be with the Sun. There's a swing and a miss by Sun and Shine, the 1-2 pitch. It's a 1-2 inning for Rylan Carroll in the top of the first. No score between Pierre and Brandon Valley, as post 131 will come to the plate in the bottom of the first. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Bottom of the first, Cooper Twilliger is on the mound for Post 8 against Brandon Valley. As we go through the lineup for Post 131, Chase Leary will lead things off. He's the right fielder. Braden Knutson, the shortstop, will bat second. Aiden Zur, the second baseman, will bat third. Jackson Adams, the cleanup man, playing first. Rylan Carroll batting fifth. He's the pitcher. Nolan Pudwell, the center fielder, batting sixth. Brighton Stroh, the left fielder, batting seventh. Mason Veld, the catcher, batting eighth. And Grady Gindorf, the right fielder, will make the third baseman will bat ninth here for Brandon Valley. As Cooper Twilliger is on the mound, and for Twilliger, throwing 42 1/3 innings. He is 4-3 on the season. This will be his ninth start. All of his appearances have been starts. 38 hits, 27 runs, only 21 of them earned, 29 walks, 33 strikeouts, 3.47 ERA, 1.58 whip, and a 245 batting average against for Twilliger. First pitch will miss just a bit outside for ball one. And they'll get to the backstop, and the count's 1-0. Here to the leadoff man, Chase Leary. Leary in game one went 1 for 4, singled in that second inning. Retired every other time. Counts 2-0 here from Twilliger. Trying to settle into this ball game, and Twilliger has been sharp through his 8 appearances overall, as it counts 3-0, but struggling to find the strike zone. The first batter here in the bottom of the first of this second game. Here's the 3-0 pitch. A miss for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. And it brings up Braden Knutson. And again, having used Dawson Getz in game one, obviously Miles Doyle, you weren't really probably going to pitch him anyway on Sunday. Obviously exceeded the 105 pitch count in his last batter, so he is done until the postseason on the mound. But you really, if you can get through here with Twilliger, this will be out towards left center field. That is down for extra bases, and Brandon Valley is going to take a 1-0 lead all the way out in the wall in left center for a double to score the run. The leadoff walk comes around to score in the very next pitch. A 1-0 lead here for Post 131. So Braden Knutson with the RBI double, and Brandon Valley jumps out on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning as it brings up Aiden Zur. But you're really wanting to try and get Twilliger as deep into this game as possible so you can have the best shot at having the most guys available for Sunday. And obviously, the other point is that they win this ball game too. And then you can have as many pitchers available for the final 2 games to try and go get a couple more wins. Well, the count's 0-1 here to Aiden Zur. The 0-1 pitch showing bunt, dropping it back in front of the mound as Twilliger will pick it up and throw to first to retire the first man. They do move the runner over to third base.
Next up, Jackson Adams.
And so now there is one down in the sacrifice bunt, and it brings up Jackson Adams. And so here is Adams with a chance to make it a 2-0 lead. The Eights did trail 1-0 or 2-1, trailed by 1, 2-1 after the first inning in game 1 before scoring 5 in the third and 6 in the sixth. And that pitch will get to the backstop, and it will be a wild pitch that will score the second run. No chance to get to Peterson. And the wild pitch scores the run to make it 2-0. So now there is nobody on with 1 out. Brandon Valley's got already a quick 2-0 advantage Here's the 1-0. That will hit Adams. And so Twilliger kind of struggling to find his control right now here in the early part of this ball game. And now it's Riley Carroll with the runner on at first and one away. Carroll wasn't too happy with the strike zone, especially in his last two at-bats, so he went 0 for 3 in game one. He struck out swinging and struck out looking, then swinging in his final two at-bats. But now on the mound, he's trying to help himself out. That first pitch will get to the backstop as well. Another wild pitch from Terwilliger. And the runner will move up to second. And not how you're hoping Cooper Terwilliger would come out of the gates in this ball game, but still plenty of time, still plenty of chance to settle in. As the 1-0 is upstairs and the count's now 2-0. Then the ball will get off of Terwilliger and the runner will advance over to third. So the throw just, I don't know if it bounced off of Terwilliger or if it was a little bit wide from Peterson, but it will be an error to Terwilliger. So now runner on at third here with one away. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That'll be off the glove of Peterson. The count's now 3-0. I think this might be the most frustrating part of it all, is that the Eights have kind of come out flat here in game two after playing one of their best games of the season in game one. Here's the 3-0 pitch. So we're for a strike, and the count's now 3-1 here to Carroll. Trying to avoid a third free pass here in the first inning. The 3-1 pitch. That will be ball four. Second walk with the hit batter. And only a double have put him in and on, as Coach Iverson will make a quick walk out to the mound. And he will bring the infield in all the way around. I think he's going to try and get everybody to kind of be on the same page, saying, hey, guys, we still got a second game to go win. This isn't, Brandon Valley is not going to just let us get a second win. So he's got the infield in. A little bit more of a pep talk, and not so much trying to talk to Terwilliger, the starting pitcher, but just in general talking to everybody, and a little bit to Terwilliger to kind of calm him down and get him to reset. Because it's first and third here with one out in the bottom of the first. And obviously the Eights scoring 12 runs in game one. They can't score against this team, but the last thing you want is for this first inning to get out of hand, and you find yourself down by 4 to 5 runs before you get out of this inning. So first and third here with one out. And Nolan Pudwill to the plate. Pudwill in game one went 2 for 3, singled in the fourth and doubled in the sixth. So he moved up from the number 9 spot to the number 6 spot in the batting order. First pitch will be over for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be over for a strike, and back-to-back strikes by Terwilliger, and the count is now quickly 0-2. So Pudwill now digging back in. Terwilliger looking for a strikeout. Runner takes off. The throw will go to second. Now Doyle will throw it home. They got the runner caught, but it goes off of Peterson, and the run will come in to score. And the Eights did just about everything right, but they couldn't come away with the catch, couldn't come away with getting anybody out, or at least keeping everybody on the base pass. And it'll be the second error of the inning. Now runner on second. And so it's a 3-0 lead here for Brandon Valley. This will be swung and out towards right field. Houlette will get over to it, make the catch in the corner. The runner will tag from second to third, and there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the first. And it brings up Brighton Stroh. So now a 3-0 lead for Brandon Valley. And a base hit gives the post 131 some really good fortune going into the second, going into this ball game. First pitch at the letters for strike one here to Stroh, who went 0 for 3 in game number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be upstairs, and the count's now 1-1 here to Stroh. One. This will be fouled out of play on the right side, and the count is now at a ball and 2 strikes. So Twilliger now a strike away from getting out of this inning. Limited damage. Still will be a little bit substantial with those 3-run scoring, with only just 1 hit allowed. That one, a check swing, they will check, and did not swing, says the base umpire. So the count is now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout of Stroh to retire the side. 3-run score on 1 hit. There were 2 errors in the inning, and 1 man left on base. So a 3-0 lead for Brandon Valley at the end of 1 over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
It is the top of the second and a 3-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard, as it is Grayson Hunsley, followed by Charlie Simpson and Miles Doyle to lead things off here in the top of the second. And the Eights have work in front of them now. First pitch will be at the top of the zone for strike 1 to Hunsley. Hunsley had a walk, actually ended up walking 3 times, 0 for 2 with 3 walks, as this will be a grounded third base line, but it will be foul. And the count is now quickly 0-2. Hunsley, Simpson, and Doyle. Eights need base runners, and they need runs. Still plenty of ball game left, and they don't need it all back, or they don't need everything right now, but they need to get some base runners and get the offense kind of rolling after a sluggish first inning, as that one will miss outside for ball 1. One-two pitch upcoming here from Carroll to Grayson Hunsley. Taken right down the middle for strike 3, and there's one down here in the top of the second. And it'll bring up the DH, Charlie Simpson. Simpson, who had his wisdom teeth taken out, is back after missing just 1 game, or a set of games, a doubleheader. Swings and misses the first pitch for strike 1. He did double and score a run back in the 3rd inning in game 1, as he went 1 for 4 overall in that first game. Swings and fouls that one right off the mid of the catcher in Veld. And there's now 2 down, and the count's 0-2. Carroll looking for 2 quick outs here in the top of the second. The 0-2 pitch does not get Simpson to chase, and the count's now 1-2. One out, nobody on here in the top of the second. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Make that 3 in a row dating back to last inning, and there's 2 down here in the top of the second. And Miles Doyle trying to be the first base runner here for the Eights in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. I want to miss a low and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Doyle. That'll also miss low, and the count's 2-0. Just went 0 for 1 in game 1. Stayed in the game, and ended up hitting and making the final out of the 7th inning in game 1. But he went 5 1/3 innings, giving up 9 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. As it counts 2-1 now here to Doyle. 2-1 pitch. Over for a strike again. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doyle was coming into the day hitting .245 for Post State. 2-2. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts of the inning. 6 up and 6 down for Ryland Carroll in 2 innings of work. 3-0. Brandon Valley leads after an inning and a half. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag, chemical, and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag, chemical, and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Sometimes you get a piece of it and the ball sails over the fence. Other times, despite your best efforts, you strike out. I'm not just talking about the game, I mean your day. This is Pastor Sam of Faith Lutheran Church. Whether today feels like a home run or a strikeout, I encourage you to join us for worship. We celebrate when God gives us a wonderful day. We provide support and encouragement when that third strike comes. Come join us for encouraging and uplifting worship at Faith Lutheran Church.
As we welcome you back, it is the bottom of the second and a 3-0 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. As it will be 8-9-1. Mason Veld, Grady Gindorf, and Chase Leary, the first 3 hitters here in the bottom of the second. With the Post 131 having a 3 spot in that first inning with just 1 hit as the first pitch will miss outside for ball 1. The sun's starting to set out to our right. Obviously, we've got another hour and a half, basically, before that sun fully sets. It counts 2-0. Looking at 9:20 for sunset time. 2-0 pitch. Comes inside and is quickly 3-0. At some point, that sun will start to creep its way underneath the overhang here at the grandstand. 3-0 pitch will miss for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk just like it was in the first inning to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the second. Grady Gindorf now to the plate. And they will get a courtesy runner for Veld. Gindorf was he played in the game on Sunday, but did not actually hit. So he will get his first swing since at least last Saturday. As the number 9 man digs in with a runner on at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Swinging, ground ball. Dawson Getz will field. He'll throw to second for 1. Doyle to first. It is not in time. And it will be a fielder's choice. 6-4, and it's 1 down. The umpire had me fooled. I thought he was taking the step to call him out, but instead he took the step to call him safe. And so there's a runner on at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the second, and it brings up Chase Leary at the top of the order. Leary walked and then scored. He took 4 pitches, so the first pitch that he sees in this at-bat will be flown out to right field. Hulett will make the catch. The throw back to first is not going to be in time. And the Eights almost got 2 different double plays in this inning, as that was close, but Gindorf was back before the throw all the way got back to Buckles. But not a bad play there from Hulett, and threw it on the money to Buckles. There's now 2 down, and it brings up Braden Knudsen, who had an RBI double that got Brandon Valley their lone hit in the inning, got them the lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first. As the first pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Again, the Eights will play on Sunday. The Renner Sultans and Yankton in Renner. Have coverage starting at 1:45 Sunday afternoon on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So this is fouled out of play on the left side. And it evens the count at a ball and a strike. And then it'll be a wait and see. There's, I believe, 1 or 2 doubleheaders that will still be played on that Monday. That may or may not, right now, obviously it's all up in the air to see if it'll affect anything. Runner takes off, line drive back up the middle for a base hit. 1 hops to Sun and Shine, so no chance for Gindorf to try and take third. And it's first and second now here with 2 away, and Knudsen's got both hits, and it brings up Aiden Zerp. But the Eights, that with Monday being that last day, the Eights will probably know who they will play, but we'll have to wait and see exactly who, if there's a chance for a change. But then on Thursday or Tuesday morning, we will know by the end of the games being played, and by Tuesday we'll have the bracket set. Maybe not so much game times, but we will know where the Eights will be going for their postseason play. 1-0 pitch off the glove. Runner will take off for third. The throw from Peterson is going to be blocked up by Hunsley. As the throw went to the right of the bag, to the left of Hunsley, and he was able to come away with it as the count's now 2-0. So now we'll see if there's a steal on with that runner still at first base in Knudsen. If the Eights will try and throw him out, or if they will be looking to maybe cut him down at home. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Runner not going. Now it'll steal late, and the throw will be back just to Terwilliger. So the late steal ends up with Knudsen at second. The count's 3-0 with runners at second and third. Rather not give, or, well, you don't want to give in. Probably taking all the way is Zer, but Jackson Adams is waiting on deck. 3-0 pitch will be on the inside edge for a strike, and the count's 3-1. It's a big at-bat right here. Base hit gives a handful lead for Brandon Valley in the second inning. 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. It's still big at-bat because Jackson Adams can really put a charge into one. But now the base is loaded here in 2 outs. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Drew McIntyre is back in the studios. John Wickler here on this Thursday night, just past 8 o'clock. And the Eights find themselves down 3-0 here in the second inning, with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch will be outside to Jackson Adams for ball 1. He was hit by a pitch, did come around to score, then a couple errors in that inning, and for him to advance a couple different times to end up scoring. Here's the 1-0. That is outside, and the count's now 2-0. So a 2-0 count here with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Adams can sit on one spot here with a 2-0 pitch. He does, but he swings through it for strike 1. He's got the power to go deep, and he was looking to try and make that a 7-0 lead for Brandon Valley. 2-1 pitch. That'll be at the top of the zone for a strike. The count's now 2-2. So now Terwilliger a strike away from getting out of this inning without any damage. One big hit makes this a big inning for Brandon Valley. 2-2 pitch. Fouls away. Staying alive is Adams. Still 2-2 count here with 2 outs. Twilliger goes from the windup. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. That'll be foul. That'll get out of play. Landing behind us for another 2-2 pitch to upcome. With the bases loaded, here's the 2-2 again from Terwilliger to Adams. Ground ball sharply down the third base line. That is fair as it past the diving Hunsley. 2 runs will come in to score. The throw will come to third. It's a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Jackson Adams. And it's a 5-0 lead for Brandon Valley here in the bottom of the second. Right down the third base line, Hunsley with the diving attempt that he just missed it. Even if he doesn't make the play to throw him out at first, and he just stops it. It's a 4-0 ball game, and even then, you know, I don't think Hunsley was close enough to the bag, but he would have had a shot to try and maybe army crawl his way to the third base bag to get out of the inning. First pitch at the top of the zone for strike 1 to Rylan Carroll, who walked in his first trip. And he can really help himself out and make this a 7-0 ball game with a base hit. Here's the 0-1. That is outside, and the count's 1-1 here to Carroll. One pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's now 2-1. Carroll, who walked, was stranded over at third back in the first inning. Is ahead in the count, 2-1. That'll come upstairs. It'll get to the backstop, and then the flip. But Terwilliger hadn't got to the plate yet, so it's now a 6-0 ball game. The count's 3-1. That could have been potentially a close play. But a wild pitch scores another run. 3-1. That's ball 4 to Carroll, and it's now first and third. And now Ridge Leinbach will make his way out. So first and third, Nolan Pudwill will come to the plate. Have the courtesy runner in for Carroll. But it's first and third here with 2 outs. And Leinbach is talking with Terwilliger. Trying to settle him down and get him through this second inning, because it's 3 runs in the first and the second now already here for Brandon Valley. And they're trying to find their way into a really strong start. And the Eights have been 6 up and 6 down in their first 2 innings. So it'll be first and third after the mound visit. Adams over at third. Courtesy runner in place of Carroll over at first, and we'll see if there's a delayed steal to try and take another run, or if the Eights will allow him just to take second base. But here's the first pitch here to Pudwill. Over for strike 1, was not running on that first pitch. He flew out to the right fielder in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Here's the 0-1. Runner takes off. The throw to second. That's going to be off the glove of Getz. Another run will score. And then the runner from second will get up and go to third to make it now a 7-0 lead. That's an 0-2 count, though. With a 4-run inning. A stolen base and an error. Third error of the ball game for Post 8. 0-2 pitch will be upstairs for a ball, and the count's now 1-2. They can make it an 8-0 lead here of the base hit in this second inning. That's upstairs, and the count's 2-2. Obviously, no activity on the left field bullpen. They've got some arms to use, but right now down 7-0. Not that you want to let this game get out of hand, but you also don't want to burn any pitchers for Sunday. The fact that you're down by a touchdown, as it counts 3-2 now here to the center fielder, Nolan Pudwill. 3-2 pitch. This will be fouled back to the netting. Have another 3-2 pitch upcoming. So the Eights find themselves down by 7 right now here in the bottom of the second, and Brandon Valley still threatening. Where the Eights have not had 7, 8, 9 come up. This is number 6 hitter, the second time through the order for Brandon Valley. This will be skied out towards left center field. Sunshine going back. He will get underneath it to make the catch and retire the side as 8 men come to the plates. 4-run score in the inning as they pick up 2 hits along with another error and 1 man left on base. We have played 2 complete. Brandon Valley leads Pierre 7-0. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Slide!
Class of 1995! When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Top of the third, 7-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 7-9 Dawson Guest, J.J. Buckles, and Braden Houlette as the first pitch over for strike 1. 4 straight strike counts, 6 in a row retired for Rylan Carroll to start the ball game. As Getz will chop this one to the third baseman. Has to wait for it to come down and make a quick throw, and it's going to be high over his head. And Getz will be on at first. It might be an infield single. I don't know if he was going to be out or not, even with the strong throw. That high chopper off the turf made that be a lot tougher of a play, and they will give Dawson Getz the hit. So even regardless, it was ending the streak of 6 in a row and getting the first base runner, but it is a base hit. So the perfect game and no-hitter goes away. And this next pitch is lying down the right field line, and that is going to be into the corner for extra bases for J.J. Buckles. All the way in the corner. Getz will round third. He's going to try and score. The throw to the plate, it is going to be not in time. Just up the line and trying to swing the arm was the catcher in Veld. And Getz slides in safely, and the Eights get 1 run back quickly here in the top of the third on the RBI double from J.J. Buckles, and it's 7-1. Big 2 swings there for Post State. Obviously, the one for Getz was just the high chopper, but you know, if he's not on at first, that's a line drive that probably caught by Adams over at first from Buckles on the very next pitch. And you think about the difference between a runner on at second with a 1 run, or Braden Houlette's up to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. He's got a runner on second with nobody out here in the top of the third. Activity out in the left field bullpen for Post State. There's a swing and a miss by Houlette, and the count's 1-1. Not been able to see exactly who it might be. It's warming up out in left field for Post State. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-2. Might be Carter Schuffelbein. Mostly because he'd be in the hole and he kind of stopped his warm-up tosses. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3, and there's 1 down now here in the top of the third.
Back to the top of the order, number 4,
So now here's Nolan Peterson is not Shufflebein as he comes out of the dugout. Here's Nolan Peterson now with the runner on at second when one out. First pitch is upstairs for ball one. I think it was Bridger Babcock that was warming up out in left field. 1-0. That'll bounce in. Buckles started to head for third. He will stay there, and that's a huge block there from the catcher, Veld, to keep the runner at second. A pitch that was low and away, and Veld was able to slide over and keep it right in front of him. Peterson will sky the 2-0 pitch up. Second baseman in Zerb, not even to the grass. That one almost skipped out of his glove, but he's able to stay with it, make the catch. That turf goes back a couple of extra, maybe a step or two behind what would be the infield dirt. He was right on the edge of that turf going to the outfield grass. But there's now two down, and it brings up Carter Shufflebein. Shufflebein grounded out to the shortstop back in the top of the first inning. Here's the first pitch. A wave and a miss for strike one. Didn't get all of that swing that he wanted. But swings and misses anyway, and the count's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Strike away here is Carroll to get through 3 innings. That pitch will bounce in. Another good block there from Veld. A 1-2 count still here with 2 outs in the top of the third inning. From the stretch, Carroll delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Shufflebein will strike out. And that retires his side. 6th strikeout of the ball game for Carroll through 3 innings. 1 run scores on 2 hits in the inning. There are no errors and a man left on base. After 2.5, 7-1, Brandon Valley leads Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Rev up your drive with Capital City Ford in Pierre. Dive into our impressive lineup of Ford vehicles, from sleek sedans to robust trucks. At Capital City Ford, we're not just about selling cars, we're about crafting exceptional experiences. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you in finding the perfect Ford that suits your lifestyle and budget. Visit us today and let us evaluate your driving experience with Capital City Ford.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
So Dawson Getz will come back out and pitch again now here, as he will throw here in the bottom of the third inning after having a solid first game on the mound, as he went inning and 2/3, giving up just a walk and 2 strikeouts, as they do a lot of jockeying with how the fielding is, but Cooper Twilliger will move in the spot for Charlie Simpson, because he stays in the ball game and is playing right field, as the first pitch from Dawson Getz will be upstairs for ball 1 to Brighton Stroh, the only man that did not come to the plate in that second inning. Stroh, Veld, and Gindorf, the first 3 hitters. There's a swing and a miss, and it's now 1-1. Braden Houlette moves over from right to left. Twilliger takes over in right. Shufflebein moves from left to shortstop, as that one will be missing for a ball, and the count's now 2-1. And then it is Getz that takes over from the shortstop position to the mound. 2-1. There's a fly ball out towards deep left field. Hulette will turn. That will get out. A leadoff home run for Stroh, and that run comes right back for Brandon Valley. And an 8-1 lead. So leadoff home run makes it 8-1 for post 131. As it will be now 8-9-1. Mason Veld, Grady Gindorf, and Chase Leary. And for Dawson Getz, it's not how you wanted to start your second outing of the day, but it is one where you can recover from quickly. Here's the first pitch. It'll be over for strike one to Mason Veld. Veld is 0 for 0. He walked his first trip to the plate, and that one's over for a strike. And the count's quickly 0-2. Again, Veld, Gindorf, and Leary. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's fouled right off the plate and to the back to the screen. It remains at 0-2. Gindorf, Leary, the next two hitters. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And a good comeback at bat for Dawson Getz to get his third strikeout overall today. And it brings up now Grady Gindorf, the third baseman. So in that first game, as Gindorf will come to the plate, he grounded to a fielder's choice in game one. But in that first game, Dawson gets through 27 pitches, as that'll be over for strike one. So he's got 78 pitches to work with in this second game before he'd have to be removed, as that one's over for a strike. And the count's now 0-2. So he can throw up to 78 in this second game. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That'll bounce in. They're going to appeal. And he said he did not swing, so the count's now 1-2. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts now. Here is Getz. And if they can get Getz through several innings here in this ball game, that becomes a lot easier and a lot better for the Eights going into Sunday's doubleheader, taking on Renner and Yankton. Because then you just lose Miles Doyle. Cooper Twilliger will be back. We can get the numbers, but he'd be available to pitch again on Sunday. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Getz of Gindorf, and there's now two down. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff home run. And it's the top of the order now here for Chase Leary, who is 0 for 0 with a walk and a fly out. So Terwilliger went 2 innings, giving up 3 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, 5 walks and a strikeout as the first pitch is fouled back for strike one. But he threw just 55 pitches. So Friday, Saturday off, he's eligible to come back and throw again on Sunday, as this will be flown out towards right center field. Long run for Sun and Shine. That is going to get down for extra bases as it 2 hops off the wall. Rounding second on his way to third already here is Leary. As running it in will be Doyle. It's a 2-out stand-up triple for Chase Leary. And the inning is not quite done yet. Braden Knudsen, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI double already, is up to the plate. And if he can make it 3 for 3, all of a sudden it's an 8-run lead for Brandon Valley. That first pitch is outside for ball 1. And then when you look at how Sunday can now line up for Post State, with the fact that they play Thursday, Friday, as the 1-0 pitch will be just outside, the count's now 2-0. You could go to Williger to have 80-plus pitches in a start again on Sunday if need be, or if that's how you want to play, as it counts 2-1. Because again, as long as Miles Doyle is probably going to be the game 1 starter, Twilliger is going to be your game 2 starter. Well, that will be Friday, so he'd have the time off to allow him to be a full-blown 105 pitches from a start on Sunday. And And then as long as, again, Twilliger is not going to be your game 1 starter for the state tournament, that pitch will miss inside and counts 3-2. Assuming that you get there, and obviously you have to get there, but if he's not your game 1 starter, Miles Doyle is, well, then you can go over 80 pitches on Sunday, over 80 pitches on Friday, and then he'd be able to pitch in game 2, whether you've won or lost that first game of the state tournament. The 3-2 pitch is missed inside. It will be a 2-out walk, and the inning continues. And it brings up now Aiden Zur. Got a sacrifice bunt and drew a walk in his 2 trips to the plate, so still 0 for 0 for him. By the way, the Pierre Little League is underway. They are playing their game in the state tournament. That's a ground ball that's through the hole on the left side for a base hit to make it a 9-1 lead. And it's first and second here with 2 away. And it brings up Jackson Adams, who has got a 2 RBI double back in the second inning. Sioux Falls East swept Yankton today, 6-0 and 11-1. We'll see Yankton on Sunday. It'll be the final game of the regular season. First pitch to Adams will be over for strike 1. The Pierre Little League, they're out in Rapid City. They were scheduled for an 8:30 first pitch, getting started a little bit early. Or I guess right on time, 8:30 Central Time, 7:30 Mountain Time. They're out in Rapid City for the weekend. 0-1 pitch. It'll be over for a strike. The count's now 0-2. Without looking at anything, I would assume that Sioux Falls probably beat the Canyon Lake Little League team to advance in that tournament. It's a double elimination tournament. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout to retire the side. 7 guys come to the plate. Another 2-run score in the inning. Leadoff solo shot from Stroh as he was 1 of 3 hits in the inning. No errors and 2 men left on base. It is 3 completes and a 9-1 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Top of the 4th. 9-1 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 3, 4, and 5 for Post 8. Sutton Sunshine, Grayson Hunsley, and Cooper Twilliger. As the 8s will be trying to find something here for this ball game in the top of the 4th inning now. Down by 8, and they've not been able to keep a... It's been crooked numbers in the first 3 innings for Brandon Valley. 3 in the first, 4 in the second, another 2 in the third. So if that trend continues, the 8s absolutely have to score a couple runs here, because another crooked number gets them a 10-run lead in the 4th inning. First pitch will be outside for ball 1 to Sutton Sunshine. Just 2 hits so far for the 8s. They were back-to-back hits. An infield single for Dawson Getz and a double down the line for J.J. Buckles to score Getz. As it counts 2-0 here to Sutton Sunshine. Otherwise, everybody's been retired. As the 2-0 will be on the inside edge for a strike. That counts 2-1. Along with the fact that there is 6 strikeouts in 3 innings for Carroll. It'll be outside, high and outside. And the counts now 3-1. Three-one pitch. It'll miss inside for ball 4, and the leadoff walk issued to Sunshine. First free pass given by Rylan Carroll. And it brings up Grayson Hunsley. Hunsley is 0 for 1, struck out looking to start the top of the second inning. Here's the first pitch. That one will miss, maybe a little low, maybe a little bit outside. And the count's 1-0 here to Hunsley. The 1-0 was on the outside corner for a strike. And the count's now 1-1. 9-1 here in the top of the fourth. Brandon Valley, who the Eights got to win 12-3 in game one, now have kind of flipped the table, flipped the script around, and lead by 8 here in the fourth inning. As it counts now 1-2. Pierre had the 9-run advantage, couldn't get that 10-run advantage in the sixth inning. Now Brandon Valley is kind of thinking the same way of maybe we can 10-run rule Pierre, as that one will miss low and away, and the count's 2-2. Obviously, they've been off to a pretty good start to make that happen. With 3 in the first, 4 in the second, another 2 in the third inning. Here's a chopper. This will be fielded by the third baseman. Good play. Throw that will one hop to the first baseman to Adams, and Gindorf makes a really good play over at third coming in. And the first out, the only play was to first. Had to play the short hop. If you let it bounce one more time, that's an infield single for Hunsley without even a throw coming from Gindorf. But he was able to get that play and a little bit of a jump throw too to retire Hunsley for the first out here in the top of the fourth, and it brings up Cooper Terwilliger. First pitch will be at the top of the zone for strike one. Terwilliger in game number one went 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. He had a sac fly RBI as well in the sixth inning, and a 2 RBI double in the third, or that 5-run inning, and had an RBI in that 6-run six. 0-1 is outside, and the count's 1-1. And if you're post-8, you probably ride Dawson Getz until things kind of take a different tone in this game. You probably ride Dawson Getz as far as you can to conserve pitching for Sunday. There's a ground ball left side that is through the hole for a base hit. They will stop Sun and Shine at third, and it's first and third now here with 1 away. And it brings up now Miles Doyle that can try and make this a 9-2 ball game. Third hit of the game for Post 8. Doyle struck out swinging back in the top of the second. That was in that 1-2-3 inning. When Carroll struck out all 3 guys in order. Here's the first pitch. That'll miss out low and away for ball 1. In Houston Speedway being occupied. 1-0. This will be flown out. That should be deep enough to get the job done to score a run. All the way to the corner out by the foul pole to make the catch was the right fielder in Leary. Sun and Shine will come in to score. It's a long sacrifice fly RBI for Miles Doyle. And it's a 9-2 ball game with now 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Leadoff walk is turned into good use for the Eights, as Dawson Getz, who had the infield single to start the top of the third, will come to the plate. First pitch will be high and outside for ball 1. So the lead's trimmed back down to 7. The Eights did get it to 6 before 2 runs scored in the third inning. A 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 now from Carroll to Getz. Off the hands, fouled out of play. And the count's now 1-2. Looking for a strikeout here is Carroll to get out of the inning. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that will be strike 3, and that will retire the side. here in the top of the fourth. 1-run scores on 1 hit in the inning, no errors and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It is a 9-2 lead for Brandon Valley over Post State. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Well, Sun and Shine will take over on the mound for Post State as they'll move Dawson Getz back to short, Shufflebind back to left field, and Hulette will move over to center where Sunshine was playing, and Sunshine will come to the mound. So Braden Hulette will play all 3 outfielding positions in the first 4 innings of this second game, and it will be 5, 6, and 7 for Sun and Shine to open up his outing. And we'll get you totals for Dawson Getz in this game. But first, let's get you the numbers for Sun and Shine. 9 1/3 innings pitched. This will be a second relief appearance and 4 appearances overall. 15 hits allowed, 17 runs, 10 of them earned. 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. 7.5 ERA, a 2.14 whip, and a 349 batting average against for Sun and Shine. And he is dealing with a 9-2 deficit right now in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. Rylan Carroll, Nolan Pudwill, and Brighton Stroh as the first pitch swinging is popped up on the right side. Twilliger playing out in right field. He'll barely have to move for it, and 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And brings up Nolan Pudwill. So Dawson Getz goes a full inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Through 25 pitches, a total of 52, and he'd be available to throw again on Sunday if needed. Obviously, with 2 outings, probably not one where you're going to probably want to throw him on Sunday, as that'll be outside for ball 2. I don't know if it's consecutive days with games or if it's you can't make 3 appearances in 3 consecutive games. Obviously, you would think it would just be days, given the fact that if you play on a Sunday and you close both games, as this will be popped up with a 3-0 pitch. Sunshine will get the pop-up. Twilliger will call for it and make the catch, and it's back-to-back flyouts to the right fielder. So Pudwill gives a little bit of a gift to Sunshine, who was down 3-0 in the count. And it's now Stroh, who had a solo shot to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning, as Sunshine will try and get a quick bottom of the 4th here. That first pitch will miss just a bit upstairs as a curveball or ball not quite in the grip of Sun and Shine. And it misses high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This will be popped fly ball left field. Shufflebind will get over to it. It'll be a 6-pitch inning for Sun and Shine. And that 7-pitch inning for Sun and Shine to get through a 1-2-3 inning. We have the 5th. Still 9-2. Brandon Valley leads over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Vertigan Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Vertigan Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Vertigan Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Vertigan Electric, 224-8684.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
Yeah, no problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified.
Call True Green, 224-1916.
It is the top of the fifth. Post 8 is down 9-2 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard, as J.J. Buckles will lead things off here for the Eights. Buckles, Hulette, and Nolan Peterson, 8-9-1 for Pierre. In the top of the fifth, down by 7. First pitch will be outside for ball 1. 61 pitches now from Ryland Carroll. Buckles had the RBI double. They got Post 8 on the scoreboard, making it a 7-1 game at the time. An RBI sac fly for Miles Doyle made it 9-2, and that's where we stand here in the top of the fifth. 1-1 pitch here to Buckles. That'll miss slow, and the count's 2-1. Carroll's been good so far, just those 2 runs allowed, allowing just 3 hits. He had the first 6 guys retired in order for a leadoff infield single and a RBI double. That'll be on the outside corner for a strike. The count's 2-2 here to Buckles. Braden Hulette and Nolan Peterson will follow. 2-2. This will be popped up right side, giving chase, and running out of room as the first baseman. That will fall to play, and the count is still at 2-2. There's a new first baseman over there. Don't believe that is Jackson Adams anymore over at first base. It is Peters over at first. As there's a swing and a miss by Buckles and a strikeout. Leadoff man retired here in the top of the fifth inning. The only change is that Peters is in the ball game for, as is Max Peters for Adams. First pitch is over for strike 1. First pitch is a strike to Braden Hulette, and swing and a miss, and the count's now 0-2. He is 0 for 1, struck out looking in his first trip to the plate. Top of the order, Nolan Peterson is due up next. The 0-2. That is outside, and the count's now 1-2. 1-2 count with nobody on and 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, 3 in a row, dating back to last inning. And there's 2 down now here in the top of the fifth inning. The strikeout number 9 for Ryland Carroll. 4 through 2 innings, 6 through 3, 7 through 4. He's had at least a strikeout, if not 2, in each of the 5 innings. 1-0 pitch here to Peterson. That is over for a strike. The count's now 1-1, and Carroll finding a groove right now here in this fifth inning. Here's the 1-1. This will be fouled out of play, and the count's now 1-2, and Carroll's a strike away from getting a quick fifth inning. 1-2 pitch. That'll miss outside, and the count's 2-2. He'll be at least able to go 6 innings with pitch count right now as it stands. 2-2 pitch. It'll be high and inside. The count's now 3-2. Obviously, he's still going to get through this 6th inning or 5th inning with limited pitches to feel confident to get through 6. 3-2 pitch. That's ball 4, and no 1-2-3 inning for Ryland Carroll here in the 5th. Second walk issued. And it's now Carter Schuffelbein to the plate. It'll be 8-9-1 for Brandon Valley in the bottom of the 5th inning. Right now they need 3 runs to win the ball game. The Eights got to make sure that they don't go down by 10, especially if they don't score here in this 5th inning. As the count is 1-0 here to Schuffelbein. 1-0 pitch is over for a strike, and the count's now 1-1. Schuffelbein 0 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop and also struck out swinging. The 1-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. The count's now 1-2, and Schuffelbein not totally agreeing with that strike called against. Now here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner takes off. That's taken for strike 3, and Schuffelbein will go down on strikes. That's the 10th strikeout of the ball game for Ryland Carroll. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th in a 9-2 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Looking for a change, a career, not just a job? Beck Motor Company of Pierre is looking for a team-oriented individual to join their parts department. We offer 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, a company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym, and more. Experience is a plus, but we'll train the right individual. If you have the ability to use a computer, provide great customer service, and willing to learn and adapt in a very busy environment, we want to visit with you. Call Steve Meyer at 605-224-5912 or stop by Beck Motors for more information.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
It is the bottom of the 5th. Post 8 is down 9-2 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. And it'll be 8-9-1 with Mason Veld, Grady Gindorf, and Chase Leary, the first 3 hitters. As the Eights find themselves down by 7. They got to make sure that they keep this a 7 to 9 run deficit in this inning, because if they are 3 runs that get scored, the ball game will come to an end, with the Eights falling by the 10-run rule. Couple other final scores from around the states. It is Spearfish, Watertown beating Spearfish 10-0 in game 1, and then a 5-3 win for Spearfish over Watertown in game 2. That's a surprising score, and one for the Eights that I don't think they really like the outcome of that one. Spearfish was ahead of them in the standings. There's a first pitch swinging and a base hit to get us started here in the 5th inning, bottom of the 5th for Mason Veld. And it brings up Grady Gindorf. Spearfish was 0.1 point ahead of Post 8, but now with Watertown, them getting a 47-point win and a 36-point loss, and Pierre getting right now a 44-point win and what will probably be a 33-point loss, that gap separates a little bit more. And the Eights are trying to climb the standings, but they don't get the help from Watertown to help climb those standings. That'll be over for strike 1 here to the number 9 man, and Gindorf, who reached on a fielder's choice, struck out swinging in his 2 trips to the plate so far, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Sunshine in the first inning of work got 2 flyouts to right and a flyout to left. The leadoff man reaching base here to kick off the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order is due up next against Sun and Shine. 0-2 pitch will bounce in, but stays in front of Peterson. So the runner stays put over at first. Max Peters would bat 4th, and he's batting 4th in the order, and batting after Aiden Serb would be his first at bat if he gets a chance to swing here in the 5th inning. Runner takes off. That pitch will miss just inside, but it was off the glove of Peterson. And taking second easily is Veld with the stolen base. So now a runner in scoring position here with nobody out, and a 2-2 count. And the winning run is standing on deck now for Brandon Valley, as this will be flown out towards left center field. Braden, who let the center fielder, will call off Schuffelbein to come in to make the catch. And there's one down here in the bottom of the fifth, which keeps that winning run over on deck as Chase Leary will come to the plate. 7-run lead here in the bottom of the fifth for Brandon Valley. Runner on second with one out. And here's the first pitch to Leary. He'll swing and foul that one back for strike one. Leary is 1 for 2. Walked in the first, flew out to right in the second, and then tripled in the third. He has scored both times he's reached base. The 0-1 pitch. That'll be missing low and away for ball one. He was a count on a ball and a strike. One pitch. This will be flown out of play, and the count's now 1-2. The Hawaii Zap, who had a 7-game winning streak, they fall at home 7-5 to Spearfish. And the Sasquatch get the win. And that 7-game winning streak. This will be flown out of play another time. The count remains at 1-2. And Brandon Valley is hosting a couple of state tournaments. One directly to our right, and there's a couple more. And there's a couple peer teams. Rattlers, I believe the Crushers. A lot of teams playing out here in state tournaments here at Brandon Valley this weekend. That one will be missing high, and the count's now 2-2. And we are out here on Tuesday, not necessarily in Brandon, but it was over in Sioux Falls. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away. And Sioux Falls West, then will be a hop, skip, and a jump away north to Renner on Sunday. That'll be fouled out of play again. Another 2-2 pitch upcoming. Home plate umpires wanting some baseballs to come back his way here soon. But the count is 2-2. 2-2 pitch again. This will be grounded up to the right side, fielded by Miles Doyle. His throw to first will be in time to get the second out. And so a ground out to move the runner over to third. And it brings up Braden Knutson. The runner on third here and 2 away. And Knutson will try and make this an 8-run ball game with Aiden Zur waiting on deck. Here's the first pitch, missing low and away for ball one. We're at that point of the year where state tournaments, end of the year tournaments, whatever it might be, end of the season, potential end of the season. There's a ground ball that'll skip off of Dawson Getz. Would have been a tough play. Scores the run to make it 10-2. Would assume would be a base hit that would be given. Yes, it is a base hit, RBI to Braden Knutson. His third hit of the ball game, second RBI. And it's now Aiden Zur. And if Zur would hit one out, they would win the ball game. As he is 1 for 1 in the ball game so far. Sacrifice bunt, walk, and a single. And his 3 trips to the plate. First pitch swinging and maybe looking to try and end the ball game. As it counts 0-1. Pickoff attempt and back in without a tag is the runner over at first in Knutson. Here's the 0-1. Runner takes off. That'll miss low for ball 2. The throw to second. The tag missed by Doyle. The runner is safe at second. And so a runner on at second here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Stolen base for Knutson. Now Zur. Chance to make it a 9-run ball game with a base hit. Flies this one out towards right field. Twilliger moving over towards the line. Still moving over. He's able to make the catch. And that will retire the side here in the bottom of the 5th. Another run scores on 2 hits in the inning. No errors and a man left on base. We head to the top of the 6th. 10-2 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com. AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
Top of the sixth, it is a 10-2 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. And it will be 3, 4, and 5. Sutton Sunshine, Grayson Hunsley, and Cooper Terwilliger, the first three hitters, as Carroll will be trying to get through 6 innings. And the Nats are kind of been a little rough since the sun continues to go down. Not even really mosquitoes, just a bunch of gnats flying around. Here's the first pitch to Sutton Sunshine. That'll be fouled off the mask, I believe, of the home plate umpire. He says he's okay. So the ball will get thrown back from the catcher, Veld. Sunshine is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging and drew a walk. His 2 trips up to the plate so far. That will be fouled off that time of the catcher. And so he will have to, actually the strap came off the top of the shin guard, so we'll have to relatch that, and counts 0-2 here to Sunshine. 0-2 pitch. Going to be high and outside, and the count's now 1-2. Again, Brandon Valley will have 4, 5, and 6 in the 6th inning, as they'll be looking again to try and maybe win it by a 10-run rule, and they're up by 8 right now. Obviously, the 8's down by 8. Well, with 6 outs to go, make that 5 outs to go, as Sunshine will take strike 3 looking on the outside corner, and there's 1 down. But still with 2 innings remaining, you really want to try and get 4 runs here in this 6th inning to start to, got to get all 8 runs, but cutting the lead in half helps things out in the 7th. There's a ground ball. Third baseman Gindorf will back up the field. Throw is high, but the tag applied by Peters at first, and a good play all the way around from Brandon Valley to get the 2nd out. As Gindorf threw it, it wasn't high, it was higher, but a little bit wide of the bag, and Peters coming off the bag to make sure he makes the catch, but was able to put the tag down. As this will be Gunnar Edson now to the plate for Terwilliger, as the first pitch will be outside for ball 1. So Terwilliger goes 1 for 1 after Simpson went 0 for 1. And the count is 1-1. Make that 2-0 here to Gunnar Edson. That pitch will be outside, and the count's 3-0. Bridger Babcock is on deck for Miles Doyle. But Gunnar Edson, he is hitting 188, 6 for 32 with an RBI. All 6 hits being singles. 3-0 pitch to him. Comes inside for ball 4, so no 1-2-3 inning for Carroll here in the 6th. And it'll bring up Bridger Babcock. Bridger Babcock will hit now in place of Miles Doyle. Doyle went 0 for 1 with a sac fly RBI. First pitch will miss inside for ball 1. For Bridger Babcock, he is sitting 216. All of his hits been singles, 3 runs driven in. That one's over for a strike. The count's now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Babcock. That'll be just outside. The count's now 2-1. Carroll trying to get through 6 innings. Had been several efficient to that point. That one's at the top of the zone, and the count's now 2-2. But now as we get farther along in this 6th inning, might be a little bit more difficult to try and go all 7. 2-2 pitch is grounded foul. Third base coaching box. And it remains a 2-2 count. That was pitch number 95 from Carroll, so probably not going to be able to go all 7. As the 2-2 is swing and a miss and a strikeout and retires a sign. That is strikeout number 12 of the evening for Carroll. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 10-2 lead for Brandon Valley over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre. So Weston Northrup is on the catch here for Post State. He takes over for Nolan Peterson and would be hitting 4th in the lineup if he gets a chance to hit in the 7th inning. I would assume that they will have a new pitcher to start the 7th inning. As you are listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station, as we are into the 9 o'clock hour now. But Northrup is now catching. Gunnar Edson is out in right. Bridger Babcock is over at second. And so we've had a lot of changes. Only Grayson Hunsley and J.J. Buckles have stayed in their same spot and have not given it up to anybody else. As it'll be Max Peters to lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to him. It's outside for ball 1. So 2 runs can score here for Brandon Valley. If they don't, we'll go to the 7th, and the 8s will either be trying to come back for an 8 or 9 run deficit in the 7th inning. That pitch will be high and outside, and the count's now 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That one's over for a strike, and the count's 2-1. First at bats of the day for Max Peters. The 2-1 is fouled back to the netting, and we'll now do it at 2-2. Looking for a strikeout here is Sun and Shine. The 2-2 pitch. That one just missing high and outside, maybe more outside than high. The count is now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled back. We'll do it again here at 3-2. Looking for his first strikeout here is Sun and Shine. Lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. So the winning run will come to the plate here with nobody out. And it brings up Rylan Carroll, who can help himself out to get a complete game if they can get 2 runs here in the 6th inning. Again, the 8s know that they're either going to have to come back from an 8 or 9 run deficit. Can't be any better than that. Won't be any worse than a 9 run deficit because the game would end if 2 runs score in this inning. As Carroll will take the first pitch inside for ball 1. And again, we'll be on the air 1:45 on Sunday as Pierre takes on the Renner Sultans in Yankton post 12 to close out the regular season. 1-0 pitch. Carroll gets underneath it and skies it towards center field as Hulette will make the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. I think he was trying to put an end to the ball game. And Nolan Pudwill now to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Flew out to right twice and to center field in between those two flyouts to right. 0 for 3 in the ball game. The A's in the 7th inning would have 7, 8, 9. Here's the first pitch to Pudwill. Popped up on the right side. Buckles will give it a look, but it was skimming off the netting. And so no chance to make that play, even if they had gotten over there. I guess you can try and maybe push the netting back a little bit to not let it hit anything. A pickoff attempt and no tag applied, so safe back at first is Peters over at first base. The 1-1, the 0-1, makes it 0-2. Strike called to Pudwill, looking to retire him for the 4th time and put him at 0 for 4. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This will be popped up on the right side. Foul territory, long run for everybody, and it's going to land foul. And so the count remains at 0-2. Kind of fell in no man's land. So still an 0-2 count. With one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, here's the 0-2 from Sun and Shine. Stayed upstairs and the count's 1-2. Stroh, who has the home run, led off the 3rd inning with the home run. He is waiting on deck. He'd have a chance to end the ball game as well, unless there's a double play turn to get out of the inning. This will be grounded foul, third base side, and another 1-2 pitch here still to come. Drew McIntyre is back at the station. John Wickler here on the Thursday nights. Next week, Thursday, it is postseason play. Best 2 of 3. That pitch will miss low and away, and the count's now 2-2. Two-two pitch. Runner takes off. This will be popped up on the infield. The runner slipped going back to the bag. Bridger Babcock will make the catch. And so now there is 2 down. And would have been an out probably regardless unless that ball really flies away on a bounce. But Babcock makes the catch in the air. There's 2 away. And it's Brenton Stroh who is 1 for 3 with a whole solo shot. He could end it with one swing of the bat here in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch will be upstairs for ball 1. The A's kind of settled in a little bit here in the last couple innings. They were down 9-1 at the end of 3 innings. But have since then, in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, have been able to make it a 1-1 game. That one will be upstairs, and the count's 2-0. Again, Stroh, you would think that he'll be trying to maybe swing for the fences here. If he gets a pitch that he can hit after hitting a home run earlier in the game. 2-0 pitch will miss low. That's off the glove of Northrup, and to second will go Peters. The run has some significance, but obviously you want to go make sure you get the batter. The count's 3-0 here now to Stroh, and if he reaches base, then the winning run will be on with 2 outs in the 6th inning. 3-0. He's swinging, but he will foul it, and the count's now 3-1. In Renner on Sunday, Renner Sultans Yankton. Renner Sultans split with Harrisburg Maroon yesterday. And they're now 2-11 in South Dakota games, and Pierre's going to still play well against them. The 3-1 pitch that is grounded through the hole on the left side for a base hit. The runner will stop at third, And so it's now first and third, and the winning run is on base here for Brandon Valley. And it brings up Mason Veld. Veld is 1 for 2. Walked in the second. Struck out swinging in the third, and got a base hit in the fifth. First pitch to Veld. He'll swing and ground that one to the shortstop and gets. He will have to fire to first. Throw will be in time, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the sixth inning. So no runs score with 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We head to the seventh, Post State down by 8, 10-2. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Brought to you by Limebach Construction Incorporated, who can build your recreational home or building along the beautiful lower Lake Oahe area. Whether if your hobby is hunting, fishing, travel, or water sports, we can come up with a building design that will fit your interests and expectations. We pride ourselves on using quality products, customer service, and open communication. Limebach Construction is locally owned and operated, serving the Missouri River community since 1994. For area of service and more information, contact Bill Limebach at 605-223-2738. That's 605-223-2738. Comtech, your local technology solutions provider, is now located on the Truck Bypass. With great brands like Bose, Sonos, LG, Samsung, Lenovo, and so much more. Stop in to see their new showroom for everything in stock for your personal or business needs. Comtech provides professional installation and service after the sale. Comtech is your local technology store, located now on the Truck Bypass, or visit us on the web at comtechplus.com. So with 96 pitches, Ryland Carroll will try and get the final 3 outs still here in this ball game, with his team leading 10-2 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. And hopefully, and I say that, hopefully he gets to be taken out of the game. The Eights end up scoring 8 to 9 runs, but the last thing you want is for this game, where it sits at right now, and you end up seeing 2 outs and he still has to come out of the ball game, and then you just delay the inevitable of, extra couple minutes before the final out actually is recorded. But Dawson Getz will lead things off 7-8-9 here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch will be over for strike 1. He has thrown 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts for Carroll. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Getz is 1 for 2, got the 1 of 3 hits as it led off the 3rd inning. Came around to score on the RBI double from J.J. Buckles. 0-2 pitch, it'll be upstairs, and the count's now 1-2. This will be pitch number 100 on the day for Ryland Carroll. Swing and a miss. That was a foul tip in the mid for strike 3. And that is strikeout number 13. And so now he needs the second out within the next 4 pitches to try and go get the final out of the ball game. J.J. Buckles is 1 for 2 with the RBI double and a strikeout. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. On pitch number 101. The 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled back, and the count's now 0-2. And he's got to get Buckles here in this pitch for the next one. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as a strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts, and will most likely be the last batter for Carroll. He's got 2 outs in the 7th and can go close it out and finish it out. This will be pitch number 104. So if Hulett does not reach base in the first pitch, this will be his last batter. Hullett's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch, he swings and misses for strike 1. So this will be the last batter of the ball game for Carroll. Whether it is the last batter or not in the ball game in total. That 1 pitch. That one's on the outside edge for a strike, and the count's 0-2, and the Eights are down to their final strike here in the ball game. Carroll looking to get the final strike, final out. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It was off the glove, so the throw has to go to first, and it will be wide, and they will get the strikeout but not get the final out. And that's going to be the end of the day for Rylan Carroll. So we've got to at least have one more batter, as Veld just bounced off of his glove. So we will have a pitching change, as Carroll does not have enough pitches to go one more batter. And we'll take a break. We'll come back in a minute. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
It is 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Ball game extends to at least one more batter. Weston Northrup will be the man to hit against Chase Leary, who comes in the game from right field, and will try and get the final out. And so Leary will be pitching to try and get the final out. Weston Northrup is the man to see him here with 2 outs at the top of the 7th. We'll see if Northrup can get the base hit. He's 1 for 10 so far on the season. The first pitch will be over for strike 1. So Carroll goes 6 2/3 innings, 3 hits allowed, 2 runs, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts. Obviously, he is responsible for the runner at first, but it'd be an unearned run, as that one's outside, and the count's now 1-1, throwing 106 pitches in total. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball by Northrup out to center. Coming in is Pudwell to make the catch, and that will end the ball game. H will fall 10-2 in game 2 and split the doubleheader with Brandon Valley. We will step aside for a minute, come back and wrap it up from Brandon Valley back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
It is the end of the ball game and a 10-2 win for Brandon Valley in Game 2 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. Quickly go through the totals. It was 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, and 5 men left on base for Pierre. A RBI double for J.J. Buckles and base hits from Dawson Getz and Cooper Twilliger are the only 3 hits. Brandon Valley had 10 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base. A solo shot, a 2-run double from a solo shot from Brayton Stroh, a 2-run double from Jackson Adams, and then as well as also a couple RBIs from Braden Knutson. Rylan Carroll went 6 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts for the win. Cooper Twilliger went 2 innings, 3 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 5 walks, and a strikeout in 55 pitches. Dawson Getz through an inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Sunshine went 3 innings, giving up 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, no strikeouts. As the time of the ball game was an hour and 42 minutes. So Post State will have 2 more games. We'll be on the air at 1:45 on Sunday as Pierre will take on Renner Sultans first, and then it will be Yankton to follow as we'll have those 2 games to wrap up the regular season here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. I want to say thanks to Drew McIntyre back at the station. John McClure here signing off. Post State wins game 1 12-3, but fall in game 2 10-2 as we say so long from Brandon Valley.
You've been listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post State Baseball is brought to you by Comtech, Bank West, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, Edward Jones Financial, CHS River Plains, Wagner Auto, Jaeger, Faith Lutheran Church, Leinbach Construction, First Dakota National Bank, Avera, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Shane's Pharmacy, Gales Gas, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, May Adam, Fisher Rounds, Ferding Electric, True Green Chemlon, Beck Motors, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, Kruger Contracting, Egtegra, AGE Corporation Ready Mix, Stulkin Peterson LLP. Join us all season for Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's